Hey guys, we are talking about 99 versus a freehold today, especially in the CCR, because the previous one I was talking about Cascadia Reserve. And recently there's quite a lot of hype for two particular developments. I shall not name the other one. In that area, one is CR, which we already mentioned, and the other one is also a 99-year. So therefore, will be looking specifically more into CCR and 99-year in this region. How the performance has been, especially for those of you who are really considering to get into this interesting area on a limited lease compared to quite a large majority which are on freehold, as you guys know by now. Let's move forward. Okay, it was the area that we were looking at, but we won't be confining to this area. But this was the one that kind of stirred quite a lot of interest recently. I do have quite some people asking me about should I go for 999 or freehold versus if I still go for 99-year. And there are some developments that are even 60 years or even below maybe, but residential usually not less than 60 years. 60 years is the one at Upper Bukit Timah. So let's take a look at the first one, OUE Twin Peaks 99-year. This one is quite a nice development, quite high end. But today we look at this in this area, 99-year, for those of you who looking for a fire sale. Well, I personally believe that fire sales happen for a reason. Certain characteristics specific to some developments are probably not as favored. And that's why that the performance is just like this lor. But some people may think that these are the first mover, and we already seen quite a lot of instances where first movers are not necessarily the best position in terms of pricing, because it really depends on a lot of other factors. But for this particular development, a lot of people come into here, or even here, justifying that I'm getting in at the lowest in the entire development. When I'm at the bottom, the only way I can go is up, right? Unfortunately for these guys, yes, it went up. If they manage to flip, which I highly doubt during this period of time, because that period SSD was still 4 years. The first year 16%. After that, here definitely no chance. From here to here, you are on a negative already, especially if you pay ABSD, especially if you paid buyer's stamp duty. And even for those that paid ABSD, during that period there were quite a lot of people who paid ABSD, by the way. You realize that you not only didn't go up, you ended up catching a falling knife. So does every fire sale really mean that good of a deal as a lot of people think it is? I think I leave it to the chart for you to go and decide for yourself lah. As compared to the other one, New Futura, which is almost directly opposite OUE Twin Peaks. At that period of time, obviously this guy being a freehold was more expensive, and a lot of people think, like that, since I get in at the lower than the first mover, might as well I already positioned nicely already instead of going for freehold, since freehold and 99 doesn't really matter, right? The location is almost about the same. This guy went up tremendously. This guy went down like this. I'm not saying that all double nines are like this. I'm also not saying that all freeholds are like this. But for this particular area, that's why you have to really look at the dynamics of each individual region, area, and especially even the characteristics of each development. It is not as simple as it is. If it's as simple as it is, then people will be losing hundreds, thousands, or millions of dollars on this. It is something that property selection is probably, I would say, more of an art that requires quite a lot of experience, research, and also wisdom and logic involved. There are a lot of people who make tons of money, but they don't know how to keep it through property. They think that they park money into property, it must be the only way in Singapore property is up, right? Yeah, maybe for the general market, but not for these people, unfortunately. So, of course, unless you are those that earn the truck tons of money that you can't be bothered every single year earning tens of millions and above, then you can buy whatever you want. You don't need to spend time on this mislead channel to go and learn how to keep your money through real estate, because you'll be probably more useful spending your time trying to earn much bigger money. But on the other hand, there are quite a lot of people who are earning hundreds of thousands of a year and below, or even 1 million and below. They will be definitely looking more into preserving their assets through property, and that's why they need to be more diligent in managing what kind of properties they're trying to get into. This guy is going up, this guy is going down, unfortunately. So does it mean that location is everything? By now, if you still believe location is everything, I feel sad for you. Okay. The other one in the River Valley area, all these are pretty much in proximity. Later we'll branch out a little bit into other OCR areas. So this is an example that number 9 does not always mean that you lose money in CCR. But unfortunately, a lot of people think, hey, multi-modern, if you bought, you what? Yes, only for these two guys over here. Only for those who got into in these 2 periods. After that, it's like this. What a lot of agents out there are trying to sell you to show that, hey, this will make money. Yes, it indeed makes money, but it really depends on when are you getting in. Are you getting here, or here? It makes a lot of difference. There are people who make more than $1 million. I think there's at least 2 of them who make more than $1 million in this particular development. But the rest, I'm very sure they will not be able to do that. Where you position yourself, you see, you can buy the right development, but you make the wrong choices. You buy the right unit, but you bought it at the wrong timing. The guy that sold sub-sale, $1 million profit, he bought the right unit at the right time, but the one that bought it from him bought the right unit at the wrong time. So it is a lot more complicated than what a lot of people think it is. Marina One Residences, I still feel is a very nice development, very classy. Other than the fact that you have a whole bunch of office looking at you if you are in the inner facing side. But if you're facing outside, for now the view is quite nice for now. Okay, fully, I would say almost unblocked view. But you see that it has undergone a roller coaster ride. For those people who thought that they got in at CCR at this kind of price, 2.3, 2.4, 2.1, even 2.2. Today, the only direction, while the rest of the market is going like this, some are already going like this guy has been going like this. Can you imagine the amount of opportunity that these guys missed out over here? The whole market has shifted like this, but these guys were like this. So the net difference between this and this could have been easily a few $100,000 to a few $1 million, depending on what kind of quantum, what kind of opportunities you have you entered or didn't enter. There were people who made OCR more than $1 million in just 3 years. So there is a very wide range of people who the kind of risk that people take. Okay, unfortunately for these guys, they think that they chopped out. They really got to kill a good deal. But unfortunately, there's a reason why OCRs are transacting even as high as 2005, 2006. But 99, we're talking about 99. We're not even talking about Freehold. 99 OCRs transacting 2526, and these guys are still transacting. The location is one of the best. There's so many freaking MRTs there that there's almost no comparison. But those MRT fanatics will always feel that MRT can make money. Yeah, unfortunately, you see these guys over here. I really have no explanation on your argument, so I shall not argue with those people. And the other one is this is the area that is right behind Plaza Sing. Okay, so the bigger area, House on Handy recently sold out. Unfortunately for the first movers, hopefully they manage to make money before their 99-year leasehold runs out. I mean, talking about net. If the economy is good, maybe they're lucky they manage to check it up to maybe about this level. But after that, it may come down again, because based on the history that we are seeing over here, it seems that there's a lot of roller coaster rides. So, if they are buying to enjoy because they can afford to, they can't be bothered, then good for them. But if you are talking about those, Sophia Hills is also another 199 in that same area. Okay, unfortunately. Then Concord Skyline, I think this one's quite a nice area at the Nico Highway. I can't remember whether it's CCR or OCR, but it doesn't really matter by now. But it is in that region. 99 years, not too much supply in that area, but unfortunately you are still seeing the same trend over and over again. So I think this is quite worth a note to those people they are looking around in this area. Given the location, I think at this price point over the past 3-4 years, averaging at about 1,800 plus, I don't think this is a expensive thing. But then again, when I say expensive, that do not mean value. Please don't confuse the word value with expensive. Just because it is cheap doesn't mean that it's value. Just because it's expensive doesn't mean that it's value. You really need to know how to tell what is value when it comes to real estate. So if you cannot afford to play with fire, please don't play with fire, because there is a lot of money that can be burned in property. There can be a hell lot of money, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars for the average crowd like us. Unless, like I said, you are the ghost rider, you are the kind that cannot be burned because you simply have too much family wealth, too much. Maybe you earn income, maybe you're an entrepreneur, you make a few $100,000,000, you want to buy whatever you want. You can't be burned by fire, then by all means go ahead and do whatever you want. But if you cannot, like the large majority of us, your property making a few $100,000 to $1,000,000 in a few years is going to change your life, then you got to be a lot more careful. You cannot afford to play with fire. Okay? So for those of them who are ghost riders, I think I congratulate them for getting they are a much better head start compared to us. But for the large majority of us, please remember to practice a lot more caution. That will be all we have for today. So hope it helps you guys. Bye bye.